Hi there, my name is Rosalie Kringer. I'm the Marketing Director for No Coast Film Fest here in Emporia, Kansas. I want to start off by saying thank you so much for agreeing to judge for this year's festival. We are a pretty small team made up entirely of volunteers, so we cannot express how much we appreciate what you are doing for our community, the filmmakers, and for us. I wanted to send you this short video on how to judge on FilmFreeway, just in case you've never done it before, and what we are looking for in the shorts that we're asking you to judge. To be clear, all of these shorts are actually already accepted into the festival. What we are asking you to do is judge them for possible awards. First, I want to note that obviously the judging is the brunt of what we are asking you to do, but we do need a couple of other pieces of information from you. The first of which being, how do you want to get paid? So we are able to pay you in a few different ways, whether it is cash, check, PayPal, Venmo. Let us know how you would like to receive your payment, and we will be sure to do that. You can send that information to info@nocoastfilmfest.com. And if you do want a check mailed out to you, for example, please note your mailing address in there. That leads me to my sort of second ask of you, which is to please go to nocoastfilmfest.com/RSVP and let us know if you'll be able to make it down for the festival, whether all or part of it, and if you would like to join us for the Friday Night Filmmakers Mixer, which will be on us. We'll be providing drinks from a local brewery here and a local wine shop here, and some catering from one of our sponsors as well. And we would love to be able to do that for you as an additional thanks for agreeing to judge this year. If you could fill out that RSVP though, it would be fantastic for us to be able to get a head count. Feel free to bring a guest or a couple guests if you want, and we will also hook you up with some VIP passes while you are here, which will get you into the VIP seating area and the VIP lounge during the festival. And if you are interested in staying in Emporia for the duration of the festival, we have also partnered with another sponsor, Mainstay Suites, to get a locked-in discounted rate for the duration of the festival. So to sum all that up, please let us know how we can get you paid, and please let us know if you'll be at the festival. Having gotten all that out of the way, I want to take just a second and tell you about our awards. The first award is the Audience Choice Award, and you don't need to worry about that. That will be voted on at the festival by festival attendees, so it's basically a popularity award. But the two awards that we are asking you to help us judge for are the Grand Jury Prize, which is going to be chosen based off a rubric system, which I'm going to show you here in a minute, and the other is the Kraken Award. While the Grand Jury Prize is pretty straightforward, the Kraken is a little bit more nebulous, subjective, and a little bit harder to explain. The Kraken, which of course takes its name from the mythical sea creature, sort of follows our coastal, or in this case, no coastal theme. And it started off as the idea that we were looking for something as unexpected as a kraken in a landlocked state, which we identify with. As I'm sure most of you are familiar, Kansas is often considered a flyover state, and what's more, Emporia is often considered a turnpike stop between cities. And we really wanted to show that just like a growing film festival here in Emporia, there is a vibrant cinephile artist culture here in Emporia. We've got monthly art walks, we've got a film festival, a music festival, several art galleries. Like for a town our size, the arts are everywhere, and we really want to showcase that. And so the Kraken sort of evolved into something that will reach off the screen and grab us and refuse us to let go, and something we just totally didn't expect to see, whether it is something done with a story, something done with effects, or a low budget, or something that really surprised us and something that we keep thinking about. It just has to be something that is one of the most unique things that we've seen that year. There is no rubric for that. So when I show you the rubric for the Grand Jury Prize, I will show you how to mark a film that you think should be a Kraken Award winner or could be a Kraken Award winner. So that being said, I will take a minute here and walk you through what it's going to look like when you log into FilmFreeway, what your judging panel is going to look like, how to do the judging, and we'll go from there. You should receive an email from FilmFreeway letting you know that you have been assigned a sub-user account to No Coast Film Fest, and there is a link in it to click and create your profile if you haven't already. It'll just ask you to enter a password. Once you do that, you'll be taken to your dashboard. So on your dashboard, you'll be taken right away to a list of the films that have been assigned to you. The number will vary, but we did try to keep everybody about the same on length of time, and this is just sort of a demo account, so you'll probably have a couple more than this. So when you get in there, you will see a new tag if it's a film that you haven't watched yet. Probably at this point, that's all of them. And if you click on it, you will be taken to the page for that film specifically. When you get to the page, if it asks for a password, usually that is in this box right here. Just click copy and then paste it in your window here, and you'll be able to watch the video. Underneath the video, you're going to see some information about the filmmaker, the film, and some extra information that you can choose to take into account or not. If you would rather watch the film just for film's sake, feel free to do that. But if you're interested in, like, the budget, for example, did they do a lot with what they had, then sometimes that information is underneath as well, but not always. After you've had a chance to view the short, scroll on down and click Rate Project, and it will pop up a rubric for you with 9 different metrics that we're going to ask you to judge on a scale of 1 to 10. There is not a hard and fast rule for how you do that. We've asked you to be a judge because we trust your judgment, both from a cultural, artistic, community-driven sort of standpoint, and we know that you have experience telling stories, evoking emotions. So whatever you feel it deserves, that is what it deserves. Some of them are pretty self-explanatory. For example, originality and creativity. Is this something you've never seen before? Is it something that's been done over and over? Is it sort of hackneyed? Are there a lot of tropes that are sort of tired? Do they do a new spin on a trope? If it is very original, then you're going to give it a 10 or as close to a 10 as you feel it deserves. And if it is not original at all, you will give it a 1 or as close to 1 as you feel it deserves. There are a few things that might have a little bit of overlap that you might have to take into consideration. For example, pacing and structure and writing are very closely tied together. If it is poorly written, the structure might not make much sense, or the pacing might seem sort of off, really slow in parts. But pacing and structure are also going to overlap a little bit with production value in did they spend time after the short to edit it well, and a little bit with direction. Did the director work with them to make sure that things were flowing well, etc. Back to the rubric. Once you have entered in all of your information, you will see that it gives you an average score, in this case 6.4. However, going back to trusting your artistic intuition, sometimes the score or the number does not match what you feel it deserves. For example, maybe the pacing and sound on this were kind of off and that sort of slowed it down, but there's something about this film that together, taken as a whole, I feel deserves a 7.4 or an 8. You do have the option, instead of just leaving this average here, of putting in an overall rating instead. If you leave the overall rating blank, your average score will be used, and if you put in an overall rating, that is the score that will be taken. It is rare, but the opposite is also true sometimes. Perhaps technically the camera work was great. From a technical standpoint, the sound was great. From a technical standpoint, the structure was fine, but overall something about the film, it just isn't working. And so then you can also lower that score as well, both of which tend to be pretty rare. Oftentimes people will just leave the average. Once you've got your score in, either your overall or your average score, feel free to leave any comments. The filmmaker and other judges will not see your comments. Just the staff at No Coast, mostly me, will see those comments. And then down below, you have several options. Do not worry about pass and recommend. All of these films have actually already been accepted. This is just whether or not they are award worthy. And then you can select award worthy down here. Once you've clicked that, I would recommend that you leave in your comments, especially if it's a Kraken Award, that it is a recommendation to put it in for the Kraken Award. And then go ahead and click Create Rating. I don't want you to feel pressured that the decision on whether or not this person wins an award is down to you. Your average will be then averaged with about 2 other judges at least. So each piece is going to be rated fairly objectively by multiple different people who probably have different tastes, different backgrounds. And then the highest of those aggregate scores will win the grand jury prize. So I hope that is a pretty clear breakdown for you of how we're asking you to do the judging. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. This might take a couple hours out of your week, and I know it is a lot to ask, but if you could get this done for us in about a week, hopefully sooner, that would be incredibly awesome, because we do still have to have the awards engraved and customized for the award winners. With that, I will try and wrap up here. Please do let us know if you'll be coming to the festival. Please let us know how we can get you paid. And please know how much we appreciate you taking time to do this for us. I hope that we are able to see you at the festival, but if not, I hope you have a great day, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.